Sapir. All right. Two people. Hey, Rodwell. Speaker view. Changing this to speaker view. Google Documents. Let me know in the comments if you guys can hear the dog barking outside. It's kind of loud and annoying, but it's the neighbor's dog. And if you can't hear the neighbor's dog or the neighbor's dog is quiet, then that's good. So this session I am running because Marcus can't, well, yeah, because Marcus can't make it today. So, I will be sharing my screen real soon. And we're gonna run it a little bit differently. Because I want to run it a little bit differently. I want to run it the way I usually run my ChromeBoss meetings, and that is to share wins. Hey, Sapir. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. Okay, so this meeting is simple tools, but I'm going to run it like ChromeBoss. So how this meeting is, especially since it's so intimate right now, I don't see a lot of people joining, so it would be better. What I'm going to do is, hey, James, what I'm going to do is run it like a ChromeBoss meeting. If you guys missed ChromeBoss meeting, which I don't think you were at that, anyone here at the ChromeBoss meeting, what we're going to do is share our recent wins, whatever they are, and then you can share an insight, and then we will go into taking care of your next steps. And then after that, then we open up for Q&A, because I think, well, that's how I run my other meetings, and that's how I'm going to run this one. Hey, Zafar. Rod says he bought GroupConvert a few months ago and ChromeBoss from my webinar, but have done nothing with it yet. Okay, so we will address your next steps. Okay, and also, guys, ChromeBoss has evolved a lot since if you bought it like a few months ago. It has evolved like crazy, and I want you guys to see how it has evolved and what's in it, and also the messaging that I have has changed as well in what it provides. So to tell you in short what ChromeBoss has become now is that it is a system for you to collapse time. You're not buying into this program to, you know, because of my expertise, because of, you know, things like that, or because I'm a genius or anything like that. You're more getting into this program, or people in the future will get into this program because they want to collapse their learning curve and they want to do it quickly. And in order to provide that for you guys, I've created resources such as a list of influencers for when you're ready to launch, a list of Chrome extension developers for right when you have your idea. I'm going to bring in a mindset coach, so that I realize a lot of the issues we have moving forward is not the technical stuff. A lot of time it is the mental clarity. And I'm in a mastermind now that is a year-long mastermind, and it's like around $20,000. No, I think $25,000 mastermind. And the way they run their group coaching call is different. And it's really, really interesting for me to apply the concepts I'm learning, because, you know, to be a good student, to be a good coach, I feel, this is my opinion, that I have to be a good student. And so I'm learning from like higher level people who've had their processes and their systems developed out for the past 5 years. And then they've been doing this for at least the last decade. So it's really interesting for me to see how they run things and how I should implement certain things into this course to make it like one of the very best for simple softwares. Okay, enough with that rant. Okay, so they do share wins, but moving forward, I'm gonna have you guys submit your questions into a form beforehand, at least like a week or at least three days before we have our meetings. So moving forward, this is how I'm going to have it be structured. I'm kind of modeling after their program that works, and everyone in this program paid $25,000 to be in that program. So it's like another, it's another level. So I want to take those learnings and apply it here. Okay, so anyways, not like doing it on the fly every week. I don't think that's a good format. I think we should submit questions beforehand so that I understand what's going on, and submit wins beforehand so we can celebrate the wins per individual. And it will act as a very strong motivational factor too. Okay, guys, let's start with whoever. I usually say whoever comes in first, we're going to unmute you. You're going to share your wins, share what's the number one step, number one frustration right now for your business or personally, and then your next steps. Okay, so since Satbir joined first, I'm just going to go in the order of who's first, who's second. And I am not into having like the format be willy-nilly as much anymore. I kind of want to structure it a little bit better. So I'm going to unmute Satbir. Zafar, I meet my students every single week, once a week, because I'm crafting out a larger offer, and I really need to, I need to figure out like more things about you guys. All right, Sapir, you are unmuted. Let's go. What are your wins so far?
Oh, hi, Kim. Okay, so my win so far is that I haven't got any. I think one of the things you said about mindset is where I'm at the moment, because I've got lots and lots of ideas in my head, and I think I've just, in terms of like what I'm doing at the moment, I've just taken on too much, and I keep thinking about what I'm going to do with the, because I want to get your extension, my own extension. And I've been talking about menopause, for ages now, and so I just need to kind of put all the links together, but I think it's just not having that clarity is just kind of like stopping me. So yeah, I'm a bit annoyed with myself, really. So yeah, I just need to buy it now and then just start on it.
Well, a lot of times a purchase can act as two things. You're buying it to feel good, which is not something you should do. Well, some people do it, and that's fine. But a lot of times purchasing something, like I purchased my mastermind, it's a really, really good tool to push you forward from indecision and waiting and thinking about it and being in your head to, okay, I got to take action now because I've invested. And it's they teach me, and I'm being taught right now, that every single sales call or every single time you're giving someone a program, it's a gift before they purchase, if they purchase, because what you're providing is a transformative experience. It's from their day-to-day, just being the same to they have to take action now. And, it's true how people who pay attention, because now it's your amount that you've invested, and now there's a plan. When you purchase My Own Extension, there's training behind that. There's a plan behind that. There's share funnels. There's chatbot behind that. And I think if it sits on your server, which is what you're talking about, right? Like the package that sits on your own server, so that's your own. Yeah, Usman will get you started right away. So the benefit of that is that the first step you're taking is Usman going and doing it. So you're all of a sudden the boss of Usman. He's gonna go and he's gonna set that up for you on your hosting. You don't need to buy extra hosting if you already have hosting, but Amazon AWS gives you a year free. And then after that, it's tiered. It's based on how many users use your extension. But that's the insight I got, and I just want to share that with you. There oftentimes the difference between indecision, sitting around, and not having clarity versus clarity is taking that next step. And to me, it is investing in, you know, I do what I teach. I invest in my own education. I invest in the next step. So that's my take on that.
No, that's good. I think the other thing I was getting confused about, and I asked this question on your thread this week, was just about the where is the best place for the Chrome extension to sit. So, like for example, with Marcus's, he's got something. I don't know whether it's the same thing as yours, but he's got it on a WordPress site. And I would just ask you whether, you know, it's on ClickFunnels, whether you can house it on a ClickFunnels, or whether you should have it on your own site, so that when people then come onto your site, they can go onto the various link onto the various sections, which will then take them to either an ebook or to your website or to I don't know, another information site. I think I was a little bit confused about that.
Okay.
Well.
Yeah, I answered your question, but I'm going to clarify it verbally. So you're asking whether it should sit on a website or a funnel.
Yeah.
And guys, let me know in the comments if you have a different perspective, because I welcome your perspectives as well. But this is my perspective and from my own experience. A funnel is another term for a website. But what a funnel does is it restricts the options someone has when they enter a page. So for simple softwares, I highly recommend you not being indecisive about it. If WordPress is easier for you to just quickly set up and do that. If ClickFunnels is easier for you, I have ShareFunnels for ClickFunnels, do that. But what I'm encouraging is just have a place where they can click buy. Just have a place where they can click purchase. Some of the students that launched their Chrome extensions, their websites were just really ugly, but the people are searching for that tool. They've been waiting for the tool for a while, and when it's available, they don't care. They'll just go through. This is the beginning phase. Don't have that. Don't be paralyzed by indecision. But on a more technical answer, oftentimes software websites have many things, such as if you go and Salesforce.com is a software. It helps you keep track of all your customers. What they have is they have products, solutions, support services, events coming up, customer service. This is a website. People consider this a website because there's so many options for you to explore. And this is a software website. This software is very, very successful. What we're trying to get you start off, because this is a massive software, where we're going to try to get you start off is something simple, a Chrome extension. And Chrome extension software is more like a funnel. If you go, let me think of like another Chrome. I'll just go to Chrome Web Store and we'll search for an extension site or anything extension related. Put in the comments if you guys can quickly recall like any extension software that's a simple one, because I want to point you towards like a very complicated, like this is a very big Chrome extension. Okay, yeah, this would be more like a funnel. Add honey, it's free. This is more like a funnel, nowhere to click but one place. And the benefit of a funnel is that you're gonna convert people into leads pretty quickly. They don't have to look around. They don't have to decide. There's only one button, and they add it to their store. Like there's no, there's nowhere else to click other than add, besides login, but you can't log in unless you add, right? Like literally, this is all the options they provide for you. The benefits of a funnel is that you take away paralysis of choice. Just take that away, remove it, get them in quick, and then you got them. So there are benefits to both. This makes you look really big and successful. And this takes a lot of time converting someone into a paying customer, but they have really high prices for their platforms, like $65 a month beyond. And it requires a lot of training. So someone coming into here, they need to do some kind of learning process, some kind of figuring things out before they commit. But here, it's kind of like, you don't need to think, we're going to find a better price for you. Just get it. Stop wasting your money. Just get it now. And this is the model that I would recommend you follow for simple software for Chrome extensions specifically. Does that make sense? Let me know in the comments, and also Satbir, does that make sense for you? Yeah?
Yeah, no, it does. It does. But like that Honey website, it's not it's still, is that like a WordPress site? It's not a ClickFunnels, is it, that one? You can kind of build your WordPress site you can build that kind of website on a WordPress site, can you?
This can be built on a WordPress site. Don't be hung up over what platform. This can be WordPress. This can be ClickFunnels.
Okay.
ClickFunnels is just drag drop, add a button here. Totally possible with ClickFunnels and with a lot of other website builders. Don't be indecisive about it. If WordPress is your jam, it's easier for you to do WordPress, because WordPress, you can eliminate a lot of options to like get rid of the navigation. The only thing with WordPress to me is that it involves a lot more effort to make it look super simple. In my experience, I've had over 5 years of building WordPress sites, and getting it up is easy. Like getting a template up, super easy. But then templates usually have like a lot of buttons, a lot of options, and I wouldn't classify a WordPress site as a funnel off the bat. Can you customize it to become a funnel? Yes, but it's easier. For me, it's easier to use landing page sites like ClickFunnels, because it literally will have something really simple, and then you click add button. So that's my response. But don't get caught up over, okay, should I use this or that or this? They all work.
Okay, lovely. Thank you.
All right, no problem. So your next step, I would say, and here's another thing that the mastermind I'm in encouraged me to do. They have like a Google Drive folder for each person who invested, for each student, and you drop off your homework in there. So I feel like I'm gonna build that out as well, so that you're not just showing up to a meeting and then forgetting all about what's going on next meeting, saying the same thing, or like, not really like, I don't know, moving forward sometimes, but so I want to hold more accountability, and I'm gonna assign you guys an accountability person in the class. So your homework is to meet up with your accountability person. Just, who cares if it's like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, just do one meetup during the week and tell them if you moved along or not. That's it. Super simple. And you can message them on Facebook, or if everyone's on Facebook, just message them on Facebook. You will have an accountability partner. I'll pair you up, and I'll give you the Google Sheet of who's your accountability partner and what's their Facebook link. Just message them and say, hey, I need to meet up with you this week, and just report to each other if you've done that next step or not, okay? It might be uncomfortable, but I feel like it will help with accountability. All right, so cool, Sapir. Thanks for sharing. Your next step will be meet up with your partner, and also purchase my own extension, white label. I believe I gave you guys the link for that, but I'll provide the link in here again, but not during class time. All right, next, Tasha. Or not Tasha, I think someone else joined before Tasha. Who was it? It was either James or Zafar. Zafar, James, one of you guys. Let's do James. All right, James, let's go.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, victory was Usman contacted me Sunday, and we had a meetup, a Zoom call, and we've gotten it going. I thought it was going before that, but we had a little misunderstanding, but we fixed that, and it's moving along. And I think you saw that I submitted him payment, so that's the victory.
Awesome.
Still to do is I've started to work on getting into the groups and forums, but that's moving a little slower than I anticipated, so I need to start moving on that. Plus anything else that you suggest.
Okay, so still what you still need to do is join the group.
I'm sorry, this was the lottery generator project.
Okay. Okay, so still to do is join the communities where customers will be at. Have you created the curiosity, like the waiting list for it? Just a very simple page that says, what's your name, what's your email, this is what I'm launching?
No, I have not. Thank you for reminding me.
That takes, if you're super new to it, I would say that would take you, if you're really slow, like an hour, maybe an hour, 2 hours. But if you're like me by now, I can set it up in 10, 15 minutes. It's really fast. It's just simple, basic 2-page, you know, okay. What's your name? What's your email? This is what I'm launching. If you want to be part of the beta program, put your name, email in here. And then the second page is thank you.
And you have a module on that, right?
Yeah. I also have a share funnel. So if you have ClickFunnels, I don't know if share funnels apply to WordPress, but anyways, I'll just link you up to that anyways. So
thank you.
Link James to waitlist module plus share funnel for waitlist. You just want to start building that, you know, just start building it. Here's another thing. A student that is currently, his MRR, which means monthly recurring income, is at $2,300 a month. He launched that around a month and a half ago, and now it's at $2,300. Every person is paying $29 a month for his software. And I asked him, hey, where are your sales coming from? And he said, all affiliates. Like all his sales, all his monthly, they're all from his affiliates. So affiliates is really strong. Having a community, finding a group of people who will buy your stuff and like it and then start talking about it and be your, you know, sales warriors for it is very, very powerful. So don't discount joining the communities. Don't discount the fact that, you know, it is work to build relationships, but your first customers, they will keep on following you. If you treat them right, they'll follow you to the next product, to the next product, to the next product. So make sure you build that relationship. It's weird, even though my products are like unrelated to each other, I see like the same people purchasing my next stuff. So it's, you know, relationships are really, really important. So, okay, cool, James. So that's what you're gonna do. No problem. All right, let's go. I'm just gonna go, Zafar, yes, Zafar, and then we'll whoever else is next, you guys can unmute yourself and volunteer at that point because I wasn't really keeping track of who's next. Okay.
You're fine, Kim. First of all, thank you for doing this session. I'm very new to the program, but I joined through Marcus's program. So I have some questions before I jump into the idea that I had.
Okay.
So first question is like ChromeBoss. I mean, I know I paid through Marcus to join your program. So now I'm kind of hearing you out correctly that ChromeBoss should be purchased separately or no?
If you bought, did you buy through simpletoolsbigprofits.com?
Correct, yes.
Okay, if you bought through that, then ChromeBoss is included. I think if it looks like this, simpletoolsbigprofits.com/go. If it looked anything like this order form.
That's exactly what it looks like.
Okay, then that's me, and you get ChromeBoss included.
Okay, so that one question down.
Yeah, that's Marcus. That's Marcus's effort to sell our joint program, but our material is pretty much very, very similar because we're both teaching software. Okay, go ahead.
And I saw your email that you were promoting the ClickFunnels, and I saw that video from Russell Brunson, for about that whatever gig he had. But it was pretty expensive. It was $3,000 to join the ClickFunnels. And then talking to Marcus yesterday, he said you don't have to join ClickFunnels. So of course, you have your idea. He has his idea. So of course, and $3,000 was a little steep to join, or $2,900 to join for the ClickFunnels. The whole one-year program was a little bit steep. Do you have any other suggestions besides joining the free one-year program?
Yeah, there's the share funnel plan, which is you get 3 and it's $19 a month. That's another option. There's also Insutanto, which is completely free, but you can't add a domain, but it's a website builder thing where it's just free, and it's built upon WordPress's code. So there's other options. The reason why I really talk about ClickFunnels is because I teach what I know, and the successful students in my course all use ClickFunnels just because it's so simple to just snap it up, set it up. And my training is revolved around it anyways, and I give share funnels, which is basically the template to the sites. So what you're getting when you enter ClickFunnels, not paying like the $3,000, you can just start with the monthly, like $19 a month. What you're paying when you get into it is that it's like a shortcut. You're getting the templates. The training I have is already based around it, and so it's like faster. Versus, okay, I don't want that, and I want this other thing. My training is not based around WordPress so much, and I don't have templates for you to quickly pull up with WordPress. Mm-hmm. But Marcus, I think in his thing, he has some templates and training to do WordPress. So, but Insutanto is another one. It's completely free, and it has a forever free plan. You can drag and drop stuff. It has templates, but you can't link a domain to it. So you can't be, zafarchrome.com or, chromeexcel.com.
But in ClickFunnels, I could, right?
But with ClickFunnels, you can, even at the $19 a month plan.
That's fine. I mean, I know there's another plan also, which is like $49 or something, which is the next up or something, or $97.
Oh yeah, there's Builderall. So there's many platforms, you guys. I don't like Builderall. I really don't like Builderall. They're not intuitive.
No, I'm talking about ClickFunnels. They have different programs. I mean, different monthly. So $19 is a $49 or $79, something like that, and then they have another one for $297 for the whole with the action addicts and everything. So okay, I'll look into that. And also to attend your trainings or to get access to your trainings besides going to the Marcus's. How could I've seen I'm connected to your Facebook, and I've seen some of the programs or the
portal. My portal?
Yeah.
You get access to that with Marcus's portal. So if you log into Marcus's thing, it should say Kim's bonus on the top right-hand side, and that should lead you into all the logins, all the emails, everything that's connected to my
Okay. Okay, good. Now the main idea. Here's the idea that I have. I mean, like filtering through the news channel. I mean, or to the news. There are some words that people don't want to include in the news as they check on the news on daily basis. Let's say they don't want to hear from Trump. They don't want to hear from Bernie, whoever. I'm just giving some examples. So there's an idea to build that kind of a filter around where people just kind of do filter on daily basis or whatever, and then so whenever they turn on the news in the morning, they're not getting all that.
And let's see. This is someone who tried. Seems like they didn't really succeed, but they have the similar idea of filtering the news. You can hide certain feeds. You can hide certain links. Control the way you read news online. Lets you hide and highlight RSS news item. So there is a Chrome extension. I don't know if you're specifically thinking about a Chrome extension. My course is all about Chrome extensions because I really like it. But this is how I do research. Just see if there's anything else that's very popular with an idea that is similar to yours. So it seems like this idea has taken off, and it cleans up and customizes. You filter the junk you don't want to see. A lot of people seem to really appreciate this app, one of the better apps. The only aggravating thing. So if I were you, I would go and get pricing for, if I was myself in your shoes, I would go get pricing for something simple, like a Chrome extension. And if it can filter, think about something even more simple, like this does just Facebook. But if you want to filter all the news, then it has to be their browser involving all the news. So I would get a quote from one of my developers. I can connect you with him. He's my developer manager, so he manages a team of developers. He'll give you a quote for that bigger one where you filter all news. But then there are lots of, social sites that people do want to filter. For example, Facebook. Who knows if there's an Instagram filter? Instagram news filter. I don't know. No. So let's see. News filter. I click more extensions. You'll see that there's other news filters. Web search navigator. No, that's keyboard short. Fake news filter. Feedly news filter. Filter anything, anywhere. They're not that popular with that. But filter feeds, lists, comment sections on all websites at the same time with this universal keyword blocker. So it blocks by keyword. It can do all these searches. Okay, so this does everything, but it doesn't seem like they're that successful with it. And these people niche down just Facebook, and they're very, very successful. So that's what I would say next step for you. Get a quote for something that filters everything, if that's what you want to do for the news, or pick a social platform and filter that. Just because this person has 214,000 users, it doesn't mean anything. They could have 10 million, doesn't mean anything. You can totally get into the field and get your own group of users and profit off of that. So that's what I would say for you.
That's why I'm talking to you. So, and the last thing, I think you were talking to the last person, or the person before, that you would get hooked up with the guru of yours. So what do we have to do to get that when I'm talking to somebody on a weekly basis?
Oh, yes. Wait. I don't understand what you just said. Can you repeat that? I think you got cut off to me, like the voice or the volume, and so I don't understand exactly.
That's not me, by the way. Oh, you're looking for your own people, okay? But because my name is Zahar too, so try Yunus. Maybe I don't know if it's under Zahar Yunus. If you can pull that up.
Oh, can you drop your link in the comments, your Facebook link, so that I can quickly connect you with Usman? This is so that I can do that connection.
No, that was my exact question as to who do I get hooked up with so that I can go on weekly basis and kind of take this to the next level.
Oh, yes. Usman, I'll connect you. Just drop your Facebook link in the comments.
All right, I'll do that. Thank you.
Okay, cool. Alrighty then. We're getting people moving forward. This is awesome. Next, Tasha, are you there? Are you available to talk or, oh.
Hey, yeah, so I went ahead and I messaged Usman just some ideas and just waiting on him to get back with me. I think I like sometime maybe like 4 different ideas that I had, and that's pretty much it.
Okay, so do you have any, I saw your idea list. Do you have any preference between those or not really?
Not really.
Okay.
I guess I'm waiting to just hear back from him, and then maybe see like, I guess which one to move forward with, and then I'll have I mean, I'm very interested in 2, so maybe I don't know if I should do like just 1 first.
You should do 1. You should only do 1.
Okay.
Yeah, don't do 2 at a time. It's
okay.
Kind of confusing. But yeah, definitely. And for everyone else who's in this call, Tasha contacted Usman like yesterday, right? Or something. So it's not, you're not waiting like a long time for him to get back to you because he's usually really responsive. So I think he's building out the quote for all your ideas and you gave him 4 or 5. So,
yeah. There was one that we're not going to do. He just said it would be way too expensive.
Oh yeah, because it requires artificial intelligence.
Yeah. I was like, okay, let's not do that one.
But here's the thing, you guys. Chrome extensions is based upon Java, the language, and Java, you can do artificial intelligence with that language. So technically, Chrome extensions can intertwine with artificial intelligence technology. So it's pretty insane what you can do, but yeah, it would involve a bigger budget, and I don't recommend it on your first go. Okay, cool. We'll wait to hear back from Usman, and he'll probably give you a bunch of quotes, and you're gonna pick one. Pick one. Okay, cool. All right, let's go to Dave. Dave, are you there? I saw you unmute yourself earlier, and then Tasha started talking, and then you muted yourself. Okay. I think you're like muting and unmuting yourself. Let me unmute you. Hello, Dave? Hello? Okay, next. Let's go to Mitch. Okay, Mitch. We'll go back to Dave when he can unmute himself. Mitch. Oh, you guys. Mitch, if you were here for last meeting, then you probably know about Mitch's win. But if you weren't, Mitch had a pretty good win. He sold his simple software for $17 to a person, and he didn't have a landing page. The software isn't even completely finished, and he like scrambled to put a PayPal link together, and it just sold that way. So he didn't even have it submitted on any marketplace. So he's just talking about it. He sold his software. Right, Mitch? That's pretty cool.
That's correct. That's correct. And
whatever. What? Not? They're not black, obviously. What? Maybe native.
You've got somebody else on there too.
I unmuted one of you, Mitch. You joined on both. So try talking. Hello, Mitch? Okay, I'll unmute that one, mute that one. Hello?
Okay. You got me?
Yes.
Okay.
Go ahead.
You're right. I've actually made 2 sales. I made I made a second sale. And Usman says that I should have the completed plugin next week sometime. and I'm about 2.5 weeks away from having the membership site done, I guess. So I still have a little bit of time, but I've got some questions, Kim.
Sure.
First off, I just wanted to say hi and ask you how you're doing. I mean, you've been busy. I see that. I see you on the forums all the time on ChromeBoss, and
Yeah, I'm building out my team right now. I just hired someone on Monday. So yes, I'm pretty busy. But it's good. I was away from Monday and Tuesday this week at a conference. Not conference, like just like a intensive workshop thing. And so yeah, it's good. Things still run while I'm away, and I'm really trying to figure out the next step for a lot of you guys, because this is what I figured, Mitch, once you're successful, you launch, then what? Like, then what's the next level? And I want to be able to continue your journey forward with that, but I have to make it so that it's going to be something that my team, can support, they're able to support and stuff like that. So I'm building out the next steps to this. After you launch, then what? What kind of?
That's cool and exciting, because it's your way of progressing your business at the same time helping us progress ours.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun, right?
I think so. Okay, so I think that I need to probably kind of reach out and join some forums and things. My real question, the underlying question I have is how to get traffic and get my plugin seen even after it's completed and I've got everything up and going. That's my big question.
Traffic. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really have a way or an idea, I guess, of, okay, I've got a membership site, or I've got a website, a domain for Easy Click Tools, which is the plugin homepage. It's easyclicktools.com. My thoughts are, I get this this drop down menu project going. I'll have Usman. I've got other following plugins in my mind. I got 5 or 6 in my head that I want to follow with, kind of to build that out.
Okay.
But I just feel like there's got to be a way of, because just having the membership site isn't going to bring people in.
Well, Mitch, but look, you sold without anything. Like, it's not even completed. So your fear of, okay, once it is completed, how do I sell it? You're selling before anything is there. So when things are completed, I think you will have no problem selling. But your next step, if you're uncertain about the value, because it sounds like this, it sounds like I have something, I'm uncertain of its value, I'm uncertain if people might want it. Even though you move forward in getting the creation, you're still, that uncertainty is there. I would actually reach out to the 2 people who bought from you and ask them, why did they buy? What are they going to use it for? What websites they're using it for? Where they hang out? Like, what groups they're a part of? Because they're the type of people, if they're willing to get your stuff even before any kind of landing page, anything, they might know other people who would be interested as well. And this is called a referral network kind of sale referral network way, and you might make some more pre-sales before your website is even finished, because you'll go where they hang out and you can be present there. That's just like a very simple next step. But talking to your customers is something all across the board, all the, software gurus always say, because you can be uncertain in your head. You are not your only ideal customer, right? You are not your own customer. All these people, they have places they hang out, they have groups they're a part of, they have friends who might benefit from it. Just go and talk to the 2 people who bought from you. Sounds like, you can, do you even have their contact? Like, do you have their email?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so reach out to them. If you can message them on Facebook, if you can just find them on LinkedIn, find them where they are and talk to them. Just say, hey, would you mind if I ask you some questions in exchange for another, a bonus, or when it's finished, then you get an extra thing, or whatever incentive or no incentive. Just say, hey, can I have a chat with you? I'm really interested in why you purchased my software, even though it's not even finished. There's no landing page, Yeah. And they'll give you golden nuggets on. And what this will do is it'll give you a lot of reassurance too, that the fact that things don't need to be built out for them to throw their card at you, right? Metaphorically.
Well, yes, and I felt confident that this plugin would the opportunity and the possibilities of it, I think, are really good. I don't know if you know how I come about deciding to do that or not. I think I told the story, but I don't know if you know it. But the reason that I decided to build this plugin was because I've only been involved for 4 months with. It's the first I've ever done with any kind of online marketing or affiliate marketing or anything. It was about 4 months ago.
Yeah.
And so I got hooked up with Marcus and started taking some of his courses and started, getting a website and different things put together. And in the process of doing that, I realized how difficult of a time I was having finding certain tools that I wanted on my website to utilize. And the drop-down menu was something that Marcus suggested, and he told me to use the one that he has available. And I did. I put it on my website, and the next week I come back to his class and said, okay, Marcus, I put this on, and here's the drop down. Does it look any better? And so on and so forth. And his answer to me was, well, that's pretty plain. It's not going to get their attention. And I said, well, this is the one that you gave me, And he says, it needs to be more. It needs to stand out better. So I couldn't find what I needed, and I started learning how to do HTML code and stuff because I had no other options. So I taught myself some simple coding, and next thing you know, I made my own drop-down menu with, links and the whole thing. So the next week I go on with Marcus again, and I said, okay, here's this drop-down menu. Does this look better? And he goes, oh yeah. He says, that's great. Where'd you get it? I said, I made it. And he's like, oh my gosh, So anyway, in the process of this, I thought, there's got to be a lot of people out there in my same situation that they're trying to get going. They're trying to build a website. They're trying to do this stuff, and they can't get what they need. So my idea was there's got to be a simpler way. There's got to be a better way. And as luck would have it, it was about 2 weeks later that you and Marcus announced your Simple Tools program. So I jumped right on that. I'm like, oh yeah, okay, I think this is something. So I got involved, and that was right off the bat. My idea was to have this drop-down menu developed. And anyway, that's my story of how it came to be. But there's a few questions that I've got that, like I say, my main thing is to know how I can promote it, how I can get it out there, how it can be seen and
Okay.
And
well, first I want to recognize what a very good action taker you are. You are just making it happen. And guys, let me know in the chat if that's like an awesome thing that Mitch did. He found a way to solve his own problem by self-teaching HTML, learning it, getting it done, and then putting it up on a site. And that is awesome, Mitch. That means that, technology is just physical stuff that just, it melts away if you have the will to say, I want to solve this problem. And you solved it for yourself. And you realize that, and here's a really important lesson you guys should note. If it's your own problem, there might be others who experience the same problems. And if you can solve it for yourself, you can solve it for others. GroupConvert, the reason why I did that was because I saw a competitor, they weren't doing anything with it. And I was like, wait a minute, I want all these other features, I want more. And when you look into adding more, you might stumble upon what Mitch and I discovered, that it's not much more. It's not much more effort to add more to your own thing that you now own, and you can now solve other people's problems as well. So I think that's great, Mitch. I feel like I tried to answer your question first, and then you came back to your story, so maybe you weren't clear. So I want to provide another answer. How to be able to do this? There are marketplaces for your simple software, one of which is Warrior Plus. There's Warrior Plus, there's Gumroad, there's all these marketplaces that already have foot traffic. All you need to do is add it to that marketplace. It is very small effort for a lot of reward because there's already affiliates running around looking for offers to blast to their email list. So that once you're done with your software, it should be good to start submitting it to these multiple marketplaces, software marketplaces.
So are these fee oriented? I mean, do you pay a fee to? Basically, what they are, it sounds to me like, is an advertising place, a place to put your software and advertise it.
Yeah, it's fee oriented in that if someone buys from you through the marketplace, I think a small percentage of that purchase price they get, but you're not paying to be on there. You're not paying like upfront to be on there. It's more like they'll grab a little percentage if you do manage to sell on their platform.
Do you have, you mentioned, I think.
I have a list. I'm going to link it in here.
Oh, okay. Because I think you mentioned Warrior or something.
Warrior Plus, there's JV Zoo. Those are like the bigger names. There's Gumroad. There's a lot of marketplaces. And
do you have preferences?
A preference for your software, since it's not a Chrome extension, you can't obviously put it on like Chrome Web Store.
Right.
So I would say Warrior Plus is a good place. JV Zoo is a good place. I've seen students just submit it on these marketplaces and it sells. Gumroad is a little bit tougher, but people still make a lot of money from their little simple softwares on Gumroad. So if I were you, I wouldn't really discriminate. Once you're done, just submit it. The forms are one page, just submit it to every single marketplace you can find. because what's the chance of you losing with that?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Is it, so what kind of market, is it digital marketplaces or, I mean,
Yeah.
is that
It's digital product marketplaces.
Okay.
Yeah. And also I have an app launch hero list. So you should reach out to that list. This is like an action. I wrote action, so my assistant can go and link it. There's that list, so you can reach out to them on Facebook and say, hey, Kim, I'm part of Kim's class, and you're part of the app launch hero list. Can I launch in your group? And that could mean you're going live in their group, or it could mean they're featuring you in their blog post, or it could mean they're doing an email blast about you. So either way, that list that I'm compiling of influencers or people with their own blogs and their own things and their own people, it will help. So your next step is, I mean, you're gonna wait until it's finished, but go where your customers hang out and join those communities, and also reach out to the 2 people who bought from you and ask them where they hang out, if they know people, if they have friends who might get it, who are also, you know, using it for the same purposes or even different purposes. Have that conversation with them and you'll be surprised. Sometimes you'll be really surprised on what their answer is. And if they can give you like a list of names who might buy, a list of people who might buy, reach out to them and start making that process of selling. You want to sell, right?
And that makes perfect sense. Yeah, and that was going to be one of my questions is, you said go where they hang out. You're talking about forums and groups and things like that, right?
Forums and groups. If they hang out in Facebook groups, go to their Facebook groups. If they hang out on LinkedIn, go on the LinkedIn groups.
You're saying get that information from the 2 purchasers that are, and see where they're at, and then go to those places.
Yes.
If they're hanging out on different places. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And then what I've heard you and other people talking about press releases. Is that something that is in the cards, or does it, or not?
Well, there's this place called
Does it make sense? I guess that's what
do a reporter a favor or something. Haro.
Yes.
Haro.
Haro.
Right.
Yeah.
Haro. Help I don't know, they changed it. Help a reporter. So this will actually give you press releases because you can create your own article and submit it. And it's basically all these reporters, they have deadlines, they have like, you know, stuff to submit. And if you can give them a good story, they'll pick up your story. But so this is a good resource. So if you're like, oh, is that in the cards? That's not in the cards. If you want to have people give you some press, I don't see it as so much different than influencers. They, you know, it's just another way for you to get out there because they have their list. You are hitting up a source with a list, right? And they have their own readers, and so you'll get eyes on your software. Same thing with if someone writes about you in their blog, they have like their readers every single month gonna read that article. So I don't think this is any different. I think that you should pursue it. I don't think it should be off the table.
Okay, that's why I asked, because I thought it kind of makes sense to reach out to someone, and I didn't know for sure who, but and do some kind of a press release, I thought. But those things, like the press release and stuff like that, is it something that can be done now, or does it have to be done after I have a finished product?
You could have it as a wait list, you know, on a very simpler terms, very, very simpler terms, you could have announcements announcement posts that says, this is what I'm going to release. I've already had sales from it. The finished version will be done on this day, or I'm releasing it in 1 week. Who would want to be on my beta list? Like that. Who would want to get on the beta program? And that's the same as building your list. So if you're going to do a press release even before it's finished, I would frame it that way.
Okay.
You know, so they know that they're not going to get something that's, they're setting them up so that they're going to get an announcement for when you're finished.
I see. Okay. Okay.
All right. All right, Mitch, are you clear on your next steps?
One more quick thing is
Sure.
that I don't understand. Myownextension.com.
Okay, let's go.
What is that, and would that benefit me? I mean, I don't know really what it is for.
Yeah, and a lot of people still don't know. So Sadbeer knows. But my own extension is them purchasing this. And within this class, I let you guys white label it. As in, you can have your own landing page. I give you all the training and things like that for you to have this offer for your own. So you can start monetizing if you have no idea, if you have no idea whatsoever, and you just want to see if you can sell software. So Doug Botten, which his name is getting thrown like everywhere now. He's blowing up. I didn't even realize he was so big, but he's getting really big now because, I don't know, he's like the #1 person winning One Funnel Away challenge, affiliate sales right now, and all these things. But he uses it to speak to his audience and make it easy for them to find him. So his example is all his links and his programs, because he has so many different programs now. This consolidates it all for him, so he just shares it to his people. So in short, my own extension is a way for someone to have your brand, your audience have your brand on an extension, a Chrome extension. It is not very different than what Marcus has, which is affiliate marketing dude. 6,000 people has his Chrome extension here. I just basically made it available for you guys, because if 6,000 people are visiting your things and clicking on, like members area or new from Marcus, this could be your members area, new from you, what's up with you, YouTube, everything like that. So yes.
Is there some place that that explains all this to us that
Yes.
we can go?
Yeah. So I have a whole training with modules and videos and swipe files and everything like that. It's a different login, but I'm gonna link it in here.
Now, is that where you have the module 1, 2, 3, 4, all of that, or is that different?
No, it's a different login.
Okay.
I'm going to include it in that same portal, link to the other portal, but it's its own ecosystem, because I didn't want people to be confused when they're like learning this way, and then they're like, what's this? What's this other thing? The reason why I created that is because I wanted people with no idea to be able to still monetize on a software.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll drop the link in there.
Yes, that'd be appreciated. So on my own extension, it's not like I don't have, do I put a landing page in there? I mean, is it something like that? I don't actually put the website in there, right? I mean, I could link to it.
I would refer your future questions about my own extension to the training. I'm going to make sure that you get it, that login, because that answers all your questions for my own extension in depth, like a lot, hours of training, kind of repeating myself sometimes, but making sure that you understand when you go through it.
Now, is this, but this is separate from ChromeBoss and Simple Tools, right?
No, it's included in ChromeBoss. It's
Oh.
included in ChromeBoss. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Very good. Okay, I'll let you move on. I sure appreciate you, Kim. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you, Mitch, and awesome win. All right, let's go to.
Hey, Kim, one quick question.
Sure.
The links on this stuff, when I access this in ChromeBoss, the links will be on there?
The links are all there in the ChromeBoss. Yeah, there's a button that says
okay.
The roadmap link. But you know what? Just because Google Documents, I'm gonna just drop something in here. It's called it's a resource Google document that has all the links, but in just in Google document. And I'm gonna just drop it there now because I think I'm gonna just pull it up. Resource page. Resource.
And I can access this stuff from ChromeBoss, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'm not gonna spend. Never mind. I'm not gonna spend class time looking up these links. But
yes,
I shared with you the link to this page, and then I'm gonna have my assistant update these links as soon as possible.
Okay, so I just need to check back to ChromeBoss and get them later.
Yeah, it's
okay.
in ChromeBoss right now.
Well, yeah, I know, but
okay.
I mean, yeah, in the place, because it'll be in the place in ChromeBoss where we put all of our questions and stuff, correct?
It will be the first module. There's gonna be a button right below the first video, the very first video.
Okay.
And it exists there now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So just go back in there, click on that, and then you'll see.
Okay. I'll let you go. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Let me go through everyone, and then I'll open the floor for just general all Q&A. Okay, guys. Next is Scott. Scott, go ahead.
Yeah. Hi, Kim. How are you?
Hi. Good.
Hi. Yeah. I'm almost done with my Amazon profit calculator with Usman. He said he'll be getting me the trial run up tomorrow. So yeah, and that's where I am. I have not done I've not built up my site yet. So my site is still being weighted. So that is the next step where I'm supposed to go. Yeah.
All right, that's an awesome win. Awesome. And that I want you guys to see how many things Usman is getting done. He's a very, very big part of ChromeBoss because he's leading. Whoa, what's going on? Whoever is, oh, Scott, you have a lot of background noise, so I just muted you.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Sorry, I didn't notice that. Okay. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me mute myself. Yeah.
Okay, Scott. Okay, well, you can type in the comments if you want to. And Greg also typed. Okay, Greg says, checking in, can't talk. On with the developer, wanted to say hi, hoping to hear back from Usman on where things are at. Cool. Greg, did you message Usman and ask him what's up? Let me know about that. Okay. All right, guys. Since Scott has a lot of background noise, Scott, you can type into the comment section your question and I'll read it out loud and I'll answer it that way. Dave Ellis says it's his first time. Okay, let's do Dave then. Can you on website? Oh no, let's finish with Scott. And then we'll go to Dave. Can you give some examples on website themes? All right, I'm gonna put this here so everyone can read that. Website themes. Okay. Scott, can you unmute yourself? Can you talk? Do you have the ability to talk?
Sure. Yeah, sure. No problem. No problem. It's just that the TV is on in my house now, so maybe reason for background noise. Yeah. Um, the thing is, I'm looking onto certain website themes that have been given by Marcus under simple site scores, but I am not sure if like if anyone here in the group has used it and got any good conversions or any feedback upon it, or any better theme you guys would like to recommend as on today.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna mute you again. All right, cool. So I think Mitch has experience with grabbing Marcus's themes, right, Mitch? I think so.
Where am I back on? Am I on the air?
Yeah.
Okay. As far as getting themes from Marcus, is that what you're asking?
I think that's what Scott is asking, right, Scott?
Yes. Is he in, well, he's in Simple Tools. Yeah, he should be able to get the theme on Marcus's, in his, what do you call it, membership area. If he goes to the membership area and goes to Simple Tools, Big Profits, he should be able to have the toolbar that has all of Marcus's things, his videos, the free themes and.
Okay, so Scott said he's able to get it. He would just want feedback if you used it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I would suggest that he uses Marcus's theme.
Okay.
I've put together 9 domains and have used that theme in WordPress for all 9 of them, and it works really well. Yeah.
Okay.
It's simple, not a bunch of extra stuff, and you can do it however you want it. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Scott, is there anything else? Oh, your next steps, I would say during the meantime, have you joined the communities where an Amazon profit calculator would do really well?
No, not yet. I've not joined any of those communities yet. I'm like following these people on YouTube, and I'm watching their regular feeds, and I'm getting their notifications. I'm seeing on their live streams and everything. But on the Facebook group, no, I'm not connected to anyone. No.
Oh, well, you can also connect with them on YouTube. If, just message them and say, hey, can I connect with you? I have a tool that would benefit your audience. Something really small like that. It's an Amazon profit calculator, and it has an affiliate program. Would you be interested? Something simple. And if they're like, oh yeah, if they already have an audience, and the fact that they can get a cut if they sell it and it's aligned to what they're doing anyways, which is Amazon stuff, most likely they're going to say yes to you.
Okay.
Yeah. And just so you guys know, I reached out to random people on YouTube, and they actually messaged back, and I've met up with some of them who are local. Like, you think that they're unreachable or what? It's hard to find. It's hard to talk to people through YouTube, but no, just send message and just say hi. If they're not like 2 million subscribers and like kind of like harder to reach, a lot of them are reachable if you message them on YouTube, and most likely they have a Facebook. So to influencers and ask.
I was thinking about one influencer on YouTube, like whose affiliate link I should attach in my calculator, and that link was the link what I gave to Usman on a button on below the calculator. That is towards the end of the calculator. It should point out there. Clicking onto that link, and also on my website. So that person already has a very huge following in YouTube. I think he's roughly in the range between 200 to 300,000 subscribers. So in that case, I was looking forward to, like, okay, maybe I should try to sell his course through an affiliate in my calculator. So that's what I was thinking. Rather than going the other way around, rather than going like I would be contacting him and giving him a cut if he's able to sell my calculator over there. I'm not sure how that would work. Maybe it could work with with other sellers too. But this one guy in particular, I'm not so sure. But I'll give it a try. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt. I'm going to mute you because there was some background. It won't hurt for you to give it a try. Here's the hard truth. If you don't submit your thing to some kind of platform that will have an affiliate program behind it, it's really hard to pitch an affiliate program. But the thing is, you can just do one line, one sentence that says, hey, this is what I have. This is my tool. And would you like to be an affiliate? I think your audience would benefit greatly from it. And you get a 50% cut or 40% cut. I know JV Zoo, if you submit your app to them, they have an affiliate platform behind it. Warrior Plus, they have affiliate platforms behind it. Or you can go and set up your own affiliate portal like I did with ClickFunnels, but that does require ClickFunnels account on the premium level, which is $297 a month. So I would start the conversation anyway, regardless if you have anything built out, because you know what's the worst that can happen? They say no, you know, like they just say no. So I would reach out to them and say I have an affiliate program for it, even though you don't have it yet. And ask them if they would be interested. If they say yes, then put their name on an Excel sheet, you know, their link, and then reach out to them when it's finished, which is going to be soon, right? Tomorrow. And then have your landing page, start getting those things set up. Like if you want a landing page, start getting that set up. Otherwise, you can just literally submit what you get tomorrow once you tested it to these marketplaces. So that's what I think you should do for your next step. Once you get it back, test it, submit to marketplaces, and then the marketplaces give you the affiliate program behind it, and then ask these influencers or the people that you're following, ask them if they would be willing to be an affiliate.
Okay, sure. I'll ask them, Kim. And then one more question. Whenever we submit to these various marketplaces, like, is there like any kind of requirement we are supposed to fulfill?
When we're submitting to these marketplaces, are there certain requirements? Yeah, your app needs to have, some marketplaces, you need to have privacy policy. Let me see this. Let me pull up, let's see, Social Blade link, Social Blade program. Is this the Social Blade link? Okay, this is one of the, Robert, he's pretty successful. This is his landing page. And he got his software submitted to successfully JV Zoo, and Warrior Plus and all these other things. This is his site. This is what he has. He has his extension. He has this site. You could click get instant access, and you just pay $29.99 a month. So it's not only $29, $29.99 a month for this is monthly subscription for Social Blade. And this is his simple site. And his software works. It works. And he got approved to JV Zoo. He got approved to Warrior Plus. And pretty sure he can get approved to all the other platforms. But this is what he has. It's very bare, simple, and his site works. A lot of times the application form is like one page. Just make sure that you just follow the rules. I don't think there's anything too strict. If it's a Chrome extension, Chrome Web Store does require that you have a privacy policy, which you can link to or just submit it straight to the Chrome Web Store, or else they take your Chrome extension down. So privacy policy.
Okay, how do we get that privacy policy done? I mean, like, is that?
I have a share funnel where it's just the privacy policy swipe, so I'll do that. Just go and just grab my swipe file, just take it, and then copy, you know, find and replace all my name or my company name with your company name.
Okay.
All right. Okay, Scott, are you clear?
Yeah. For the moment, yes.
Okay, cool. All right.
Thanks.
No problem. Let's see. Dave, you submitted a question. I think we had you unmuted earlier, but I couldn't hear you. So let's see. Dave says, this is his first time. Great. Can you please tell me the best place to get started in your training? Yes, I can. There's a roadmap. Let me just go to it, that I created for the onboarding process for you guys, at least for ChromeBoss people. Let me see. I'm gonna link it right now so you could see the roadmap. Success NEP, here it is. Copy, paste. Here's the onboarding success roadmap, Dave. You just go there and you'll be able to see what you have to do for onboarding. So you fill out this onboarding survey so I get to know who you are. It's important because I want to know your goals. And this is not only like business goals, also personal goals, things like that, because a lot of the things that stop us moving forward is mental, emotional, you know, thoughts in our head or things in the way that's personal. And the higher level courses I've seen address all the mental stuff. Not that we're psychologists, you know, none of them claim to be, but it helps to know the things holding you back, like personally as well, like your fears. But there's that. Create your login course area right there. Click here to join the Facebook group. Click here to join the chat. Click here for the Zoom. For Simple Tools Big Profit, it's a different Zoom link. So, but this for ChromeBoss, and then this and then resource guide. Here's the resource guide that has all the links. You can get back to the course login anytime by clicking there. That's a Facebook group, Facebook class chat, back to the map. And these are all the links I use. There's also onboarding documentation as well, but that link should help you out, help you at least get started. Does that help you, Dave? Let me know if you are clear on your next step. Okay, cool. Alrighty then. What time is it? 2:21. We started at 1. Okay. Well, maybe I can open up the... Greg, you said that you can't talk, but do you want to submit a question? Hoping to hear back from Usman. You should reach out to Usman. He's very responsive. Just ask him, hey, where are we with this progress? He'll let you know. All right. Oh, okay. So I want to ask you guys for feedback about this program that I teach what I learn, and this is what I'm learning right now. In every person's journey for trying to do what you want, which you guys, the results you want is a software business that is sustainable and makes monthly reoccurring, I think, correct? Let me know if it's a different goal, but I feel like that's the goal. So I started figuring out a level of support that is beyond this, that is a little bit higher level of support, and I crafted out the details for it, and I just want to hear your feedback. Not going to spend too much time on it. I just wrote it down, and this is what I'm aspiring one of my programs to be. So this is in the future. This can be available now, but no one's in it yet. And this is the program higher level program that I have. Okay. Just give me some feedback on it. It's fine if you're like, well, I don't, and it's fine if you don't want to give me feedback, but I would appreciate it because I want to see if anyone even wants this offer. I actually asked in my other meeting, in the usual Wednesday one, I asked for feedback, and one person in the meeting was saying, yes, like that's what I want. You know, some people want something else, and this is another program. So it's actually a bigger program. It's a bigger package. It's 6 months long. And it's going to be like very, very hands off and not super, super involved. It's to those who want to collapse time and not have to spend a lot of time figuring it out. So I'll have my team with Usman and his whole team of developers work with me on this, as well as some mental coaches that I've connected with. And they will help me as well, along with my current virtual assistants. And I have one local, real physical assistant in California here. And what we're going to do is build this out for you. It's a more done for you package. And what you'll get in the end is kind of like how I have like different softwares. It will be your own software, but my team does all the work of setting it up for you. And in the end, you'll have a sustainable software business that's low overhead costs. We'll make sure it's low overhead with automation, which means that you have one virtual assistant that we train that we're going to just provide for you. And they take care of all the customer service. Since this whole program is based on simple tools, you're starting simply. You're not getting like this huge, gigantic monster of a software where you're going to get headaches and a lot of customers asking you questions. It's going to be simple, it's going to be automated, and it's going to provide you recurring income with low overhead costs, and that's the goal. So by the end, you're actually investing in another stream of income that will grow throughout the years. And if you happen to want to, sell it in the future to be acquired by another company, you have that option. So I'm giving you the option to have another stream of income that is low overhead costs, that is monthly reoccurring income. It will be submitted to all the marketplaces. And we train your virtual assistant, your team person who is in charge of that software, to the customer service of that software, to take care of almost all the customer service tasks, customer service stuff for you. And as well as I provide a whole year with my own team, a whole year of support on top of that for you beyond the 6 months that it takes to get the whole system up. I say 6 months because I'm trying to be very realistic with the timeline. If my team is going to tackle this, I already have projects going, so it will be running aligned with what I'm already doing, which I'm doing, I'm doing a lot. So I don't want to say it's going to get done in like 3 months. So anyways, that's what I'm crafting out, having the ability to do that. And I'm kind of really confident that that can happen because I've launched multiple softwares myself all the time. There's an Instagram one that's going to be launched, and then another one that's related to ClickFunnels that's going to be launched. So I breathe this anyway. So I feel like, hey, if I can form a system that can help you on this more done for you level, then what it will take away is any type of frustration. You'll remove just frustration in general of like, how do I get this to work? You'll remove all the doubts of it working because I'll only embark upon a software that I know will sell. And you're not going to be left like hanging, because once you get it, it's not going to be like, now what? Do I have to market this? Do I have to do this? Do I have to do? No, like we take care of that for you. And we train a team member to be paid for by the profits of that software for you. So it's self-sustaining, self-paying, and monthly recurring income for you, you know, for as long as you keep it. You know, it could be lifetime. It could be until you want to sell it. So it could be acquired by another company for a cash amount. All right, enough of that. That's what I feel. Give me some input, and if you don't want to give me input, that's fine too, but that's just there for, this is what I'm learning with my higher level mastermind, and I'm applying it. I'm applying what I learned, because like Mitch, I'm an action taker. Direct Voxer access to me, I'm going to include that, and then 4 mindset sessions with, I connected with a mindset coach to let you to do all the mindset stuff, and then lifetime access to all my softwares and future softwares that I'm going to create, and then private Facebook group community of elite Chrome bosses. So that, you guys are already kind of in here, but I'm probably gonna create another Facebook group for that level. Where do the software ideas come from, us or your team? It will be your choice. So if you have a good idea, we'll run with that, because I don't think, you know, unless it's a horrible idea that won't sell, I'm going to make sure the idea that you provide is actually reasonable, that we can, you know, deliver on what we promise. So as long as your idea isn't like very, very low demand, we want to make sure that there is demand, that it's going to be good for you. So it's either your idea or it's an idea that we know will work. Okay, Scott says, sounds good. Thanks, guys, for the input. Yeah, this is a higher level program. If you guys are even interested on that higher level where you're like, you know what, I have a bigger budget, and I want to get rid of frustration. I want to collapse time. I want the results, and I don't want to go through the ups and downs, the uncertainty. What this program does is getting rid of uncertainty. It's collapsing time for you to get your results. And also you get that support after you receive your stream of income. It's already going to be selling. There's already going to be subscribers, but you'll get a whole year's of support from customer service support, as well as my team support, so that it doesn't like crumble after we transfer ownership to you. So yeah, can it be both my ideas or yours? Can it be both? It can be either or, James. So it can be your idea or it's ours, but if it is your idea, we don't want to do all this work for an idea that we feel won't sell that well. That's the thing. Alrighty, what will be the price of it? So this is the price that I mapped out for it. If you guys are interested, it is 6 months. It's more involved. And so the price includes all the costs of development as well, included. Okay, so you're not paying the price and then I'm like, no, you need to give me more money. That's not the case. So it's going to be, here it is. I'm gonna put it in here for those who are interested. And before I give you the price, I want to frame it correctly, okay? This is not a sunk cost. You're investing in a stream of income that could potentially give you reoccurring income every year for the rest of your life. So just imagine how much you make in a year and multiply that by however long you want to keep the software. So we're going to pick a software that's sustainable, not something that will be high one day and then low the other. Because there's many software ideas that's really, really sustainable, like Coupon or, all these converter software. So you're investing in a stream of income that is going to come every single year for the rest of your life for this price. So I'm going to put that there. It will be 6 payments of $3,500 per month, or you can pay in full and save $1,000. And with this budget, it will be able to pay for the support of my team for your project, as well as the cost of the software. And this price will motivate me and my team to actually do a really, really good job for you, and for those 6 months. So, or you can pay in full and you will save $1,000. Now remember, frame it for how much is it worth for your time to be collapsed, for you to have a stream of income for the rest of your life for this. We give you a whole year's support, and you're getting rid of frustration, and you're getting rid of pain, and you're able to walk away with this, but the system is going to be supported. Can I market this as an affiliate? Right now, there's no affiliate program for this. I'm not going to have like a cut. This is a serious program for those who are serious. And I myself invested in a mastermind that is $20,000 myself, because I want to shortcut that time. I want to shortcut my learning. I invest in the community. I invest in, you know, just getting rid of frustration of figuring out what's behind the scenes, everything like that. And it's well worth it for me to invest in my future that way. So think of this as an investment. Anyways, however, I'm not going to take everyone. If you're interested in this, then I have an application. And the application will show me if you're a good fit for it. I'm just not going to provide this service to just anyone who's willing to pay for it. I'm not. You have to be able to commit. You have to be able to be fine with it. You know, you have to be able to be already successful with another stream of income, so that this is an investment comfortably. It's not, it might, maybe if it's a stretch for you, a little bit of a stretch, but I don't want it to be like nothing else has worked for you and you want this to work. No, you have to already have a semi-successful other business or a job that gives you a comfortable, decent amount of income. So this program is not for everyone. It's not meant to be for everyone. It's not meant to make everyone happy. but if it fits it resonates with you and it sounds like it's for you, then just reach out to me and on Facebook and we'll have a conversation. But I feel like I can serve a few people on this level, and it will really, really just collapse time for you guys and make it a frustration-free process if you don't have to be so involved, you know? But anyways, all right, enough about that. I'm gonna spend the time, the remaining time. Do we have, so we are limited to one idea. Is that what you're getting at, James? This will be for one business, yeah. So this software is for one business, one type of business. I'm not going to, if it's successful for that one business, then, you know, then you can pay for another package and continue on with 2. I have like 5 softwares right now. You know, I do this for myself. I duplicate it and I do this for myself. So it's just me doing what I would do for myself for you on, you know, a way much higher level than a $9.97 course. You know what I mean? I hope that makes sense. Let me know if that makes sense. Because like, as I teach it, I don't want you to tackle 2, 3 extensions at once. So I'm not going to have you do that. I advise to choose one idea and go with one idea. Okay, cool. Alrighty. All right, that makes sense. Yeah. And, if you think about it, like, for you to have a whole other stream of income that makes money until you die or, for the rest of your life, is that worth that amount one time, And I'm so confident by now because I've launched so many softwares. I've launched so many Chrome extensions. I'm so confident that I'm just replicating what I do for myself for you. And that is totally worth it because one Chrome extension have made me now over $40,000, like one Chrome extension. And that's just for the months from January. So, multiply that by 5, multiply that by a whole year's time. And then like every single year, it's growing. It's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. You have more people. Of course, you have people dropping off, some people don't want it, but you get more and more people. 5 years from now, then it's going to be this gigantic, this bulky thing full of subscribers paying you every single month. Makes sense. What does, was that 40K conversion of group convert? Yeah, so that 40K, it's of group convert since January. And here's the thing, when I have the software, it's not just the money. I'm being connected with all these influencers because of software. A lot of big influencers use group convert. Same thing with my other softwares. A lot of big influencers use copy paste convert. A lot of big influencers use that. Doug Botten uses my own extension. You will be able to be in these circles you wouldn't even think about because they're using your software. So the money is great, but what's really insane is the network and the perceived value of having your software that people love. So, all right. Will today's notes be on Facebook page? Yeah. Yes, one business. But if the business say WordPress plugins and I build up to 6 plugins, they could all be added to one business. Yes, Mitch. Yeah, if that's your one business, but we're building it. I mean, I'm gonna have one virtual assistant help you, train one virtual assistant, help you for that software. So if that one virtual assistant can handle all the customer service of like 6 plugins for you, then great. But then this budget is not meant for me to give you 6 plugins. But if you already have the plugins and you just need the system, the frustration-free system, then we can incorporate that, But this budget is for the idea of one business. But yeah, Mitch, I hope that makes sense because I don't want to say that this package is for me to create 6 Chrome extensions for you. That's not realistic. All right. Okay, everyone. Now I'm going to spend the rest of the time answering just Q&As. Just type it in the comments, or you can unmute yourself, or we can answer questions. Or if you have more questions about this, let me know, or we can answer questions from the group questions post. So give me a vote. If you want to ask more questions about this package, just type it in there. But if you want to let me answer questions about the, addressing the questions tag in the ChromeBoss Masterclass group, type 1. And type 2 if you want me to just have an open Q&A. And you can just, unmute yourself. So type number 3, if you have more questions about this, type number 1 if you want me to start answering questions from the Facebook group, and type number 3 if you just want general open-ended Q&A and unmute yourself. 2, okay. Scott says 2, Mitch says 3. Okay, so since there's so little votes, oh, okay, 2. Okay. Why don't we just unmute each other? Oh, 2. Okay, so a lot of people are voting 2. Okay. 2 is answering questions from the ChromeBoss, right? Was that 2? Or 2 is like general? Oh man, I lost track. What was 2? General. Oh, general Q&A. Okay. All right. Let's start. Just unmute yourself then. You guys can start unmuting yourself and just ask me stuff. Or you can type it in.
Zephyr, can I go? Or somebody else unmute? I don't want to.
Zephyr will go. Yeah.
Okay, thanks, Scott. I just got my, somehow I was missing my login and everything after talking to you when I kind of tried to access ChromeBoss. I just got the extension through. An email came through with all the onboarding process and everything. So would I still be getting in touch with Usman? The idea that we talked about? I mean, or would you prefer that needs to be done here? Onboarding or going with Usman at the same time?
I would say get in touch with Usman, because everyone who gets in touch with Usman gets started. And while you tell him your idea, let's start from the beginning. Do you have an idea?
Yeah, we discussed our idea. I remember we were talking about the news filter kind of a thing on the Instagram or whatever. I want to talk to him more about that because there's a Facebook filter already, but I want to talk to him about the Instagram.
Oh yeah, that's right. Your idea was the news filter.
Yeah.
Okay, so great. Get a quote from him. So
how do I get in touch with Usman?
I'm doing a group chat with you and Usman right now.
Okay.
I'm just gonna connect you right now so I don't forget. Wave. Okay, so check your messages because I don't think we're friends on Facebook, but I added you as a friend.
I just sent you my link, so if not, then I can send you one.
Please give your idea to Usman and he will provide a quote. All right, I connected you with Usman. Just look into your messages, Facebook messages.
Got it. Thank you.
All right, cool. Okay, I think Scott unmuted himself. Scott, what are your questions?
Kim, my question was about the price point for my calculator. What do you think I should start with? Should I even start any price point for the first 1 or 2 months?
Price point? I would
or
say,
should I give it away for free for the first 2 months?
I would definitely charge Amazon calculator. I would not give that away for free. The reason why is I think people do pay for it, and they do pay for it. I mean, I think this is a, let me see here. I'm gonna go to seller app. Supercharge your Amazon. See, free 7-day trial. It's free for 7 days. It's not free forever. I would definitely have a trial period so they could just try out your calculator. But oh my gosh, that's like high. You know, that's really good. That means that you can probably charge a good amount per month.
But Kim, you should also see the other guy who's on the same page drop list. The second one, yeah, that guy. The second one, yeah.
Let's see what he's charging. And let me tell you guys, these people are not the only people existing in the world with this Chrome extension. It's only those who want to publish it on the Chrome web store. But there's plenty of people who don't publish it here or even have it be publicly listed. It's like private and they're selling. So seller board pricing $19. 3,000 orders a month. What is this? Is this a calculator? What?
Yes, it's a calculator. This guy has certain parameters calculated on his stats that
Oh.
there's not been a basic formula to figure that out yet. I've hunted it down. I've not been able to hunt down certain parameters what he has. This guy has professionally built it. So yeah, I copied this guy's product actually. I built my product based on this guy's. Certain parameters I could not do it, so I just left them out. But I was able to provide the basic overview of it. So
Mm.
that I was able to do.
Starting
Yeah.
with the
And
basic.
that's what yeah.
Starting with the basic is a good idea. So to answer your question, should you charge? I say yes. Don't. Here's the thing. If you want testimonials, you can give it away. But I've seen students like freaking just charge and people buy. And I would rather have you charge and get the cash flow than give it away for free when so many people pay, for it. So I would have you charge. And if, let's say you charge rate and no one is buying your software at all after your free trial, everyone cancels, then something's wrong with your product, right? So charge a very small amount. You don't have to do $19, but pricing is sticky. I mean, pricing is not sticky. Pricing is really all over the place. So just choose a price that makes you happy and throw it out there.
Well, do you think $10 would be like a beginner, someone who begins with Amazon business, $10 would be too much to ask?
No, because if they're selling on Amazon, I mean, think of an Amazon seller. They're going to sell more than $10, for someone who goes in and calculates.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So charge. Yeah, I would charge.
Sure. Okay.
Okay. Anyone else have questions? Charge for Chrome extension. And just so you guys know, just because Scott went after the Amazon calculator doesn't mean you can't. Because think of how many Amazon sellers are there in the world. Number of Amazon sellers. Even if Scott spends his whole life selling his extension, all his life, every single breathing moment of his day, he wouldn't even be able to touch. It's insane. Like this year alone, over 1 million new sellers, I don't know. It's insane. Amazon is just blowing up like crazy. Net revenue. Oh, that's a net revenue in $1 billion. Billion. Oh, that's from Amazon. Never mind. All I'm saying is, you know what I'm saying. There's a lot of people selling on Amazon, and it's only going to increase every single year. So don't be afraid. I don't want people to think someone has one idea and then that's taken and then you can't pursue your own. Okay, Scott says price point. What do you think I should? Oh, you asked that. General Q&A. Anyone else has any questions? Let me know. 9 minutes left. And if you guys don't have questions left, then I'm going to bounce. I haven't eaten. I'm going to go eat food. Oh, yeah. Okay, so whoever else has questions, you can unmute yourself or you can type in the comments. Safir says, thanks, bye. Okay, bye, Safir.
Kim, I got a question.
Okay.
The ChromeBoss extension, the meeting that was there, I tried to make it up, but for my time zone, it is really quite late in the night, and the next day morning I have to report to my job. So is it possible that you're able to schedule that a little earlier during the day, or is it like
the ChromeBoss one? The thing is, when I have it at 1 p.m., like not a lot of people jive with that time. So I change it to 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time because people show up at that time. So that's why I have it at that time zone. I mean, you make it for this one, right? Is this out of your way?
Yeah, exactly. I preferred 1 p.m. was much better than 4 p.m.
Oh, Mitch says you do not see where I put the links for you. Okay. Mitch, I said I wouldn't put the link during the meeting. So I'll put it after. But so I'm gonna put the links in here. That's why I have it as an action step. Alrighty. Link to my own extension. That's an action step. So, all right, cool. Okay. Any other questions? Got. If you can make it to this meeting, make it to this meeting. This is a good, you know, there's 2 meetings a week. Generally for ChromeBoss, 1 meeting, and it's not crowded. You guys would think that it's so crowded and there's no room for you to ask questions. It's not. The people who are successful, they show up now and then, but after they launch their extension and they're on their way, they don't show up to the meeting. They're just like selling. They're selling, and I check in with them too. So after you successfully launch an extension, you're making sales, I check in because I do want to build out that next level. And at that point, they're not worried about stuff, but they just want to figure out how to get more people. That's it. All right, you said there was something you already put up and I could see it already. Oh, inside the class portal. I'll pull it up since you want. No, I'll pull up the class portal like right now so you guys can see it. Login. Right here. The minute you sign in, there's a roadmap. There's a welcome video. It's still loading. It takes a while to load. I have like 1,000,000 tabs, but here's the onboarding document, which you have access to right away, which has access to all the other links, resources and things like that. Resource sheet. And then here, where is it? Social Blade. Oh man, I don't like it when this happens. Hold on. I think I need to just click back. Okay. And then the choose your own adventure roadmap is right there. Otherwise, there's roadmap resources up there. Let me know if this is what you see, Mitch. I hope that's what you see. And if this answers your question. Well, okay, I hope this answers your guys' questions. Okay, any other questions left? Thanks, Kim. Gotta go eat something. We'll meet next week. It should. I will go find it. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's like right here. Right here. And even if you go and jump to another module, I think it stays. See, like whatever module you go to, it's like right there for everything. I have a lot of modules. All right, but the roadmap should help you guys out. Okay, cool. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for your feedback. I really appreciate it. And yeah, if that bigger package resonates with you, just reach out to me. Otherwise, have an awesome week. And I will be publishing a Google Sheet with accountability partners. You can choose your own if you want, if you know someone else in this course and you're like, I want that person to be my accountability partner. Otherwise, I'm going to assign you one. And it's all optional. All this is optional resources for you. Okay, nothing is mandatory with this, but it will probably help you be more accountable, you know. But good job, everyone. You guys are all moving forward, doing things. So that's really awesome. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye. Have a great day. End meeting.